Hello everyone, welcome to WhiteRay. Today, the topic of my discussion is population interaction. It is one of the most important areas from where the questions are asked in NEET. So let's deal with this topic today. In the earth, there is not a single natural habitat where you will see only one species. At least there should be two species, so that one species can feed on the other species. Even the plants that make their own food cannot live in isolation. They also require microbes which break the organic matter in the soil and turn it into inorganic nutrients so that the plants can uptake that. So there are various interactions that have to be there in the nature. Many interspecific interactions arise because of interaction between populations of two different species. So we are going to talk about interspecific interactions when there is an interaction between population of two different species. We call it as interspecific interactions. In nature, the interactions can be beneficial Okay, for this we give the symbol plus sign. Can be detrimental. For this we give the sign minus, and it can be neutral. For this we give the symbol 0. So these are the interactions that we are going to study. Interactions can be beneficial, detrimental and neutral to one or both the species. So let's see various types of population interactions. So I'll show you various types of interactions, like I'll make the chart to explain you population interactions. See, if both the species are benefited, that is, you see the plus plus sign on both the sides, then you call that interaction to be mutualism. Okay? But if you see that one species is benefited and the other is harmed, one is benefited and other is harmed, then we have two interactions of this type. One is predation, other is parasitism. Okay, so if it is, we should use the other pen. This was not visible. I think this will be visible now. So if it is plus plus, we call it as mutualism. If it is plus minus, we call it as predation. If it is plus minus, it is parasitism. The other interaction is when one is benefited but other remains unaffected, that is neither benefited nor harmed. This type of interaction is known as commensalism. And the other interaction is where one is harmed and the other is neither benefited nor harmed. Then we call it as commensalism. Okay, so there are 5 types of interactions that I have written here. One is mutualism, second is predation, third is parasitism, fourth is commensalism, fifth is amensalism. Sixth one, where both the species are harmed. That kind of interaction is called competition. Okay, so this chart is in NCERT as well. So all of you, please revise this chart before you go for your NEET exam. So this is one of the important charts from NCERT. Okay, so today I deal with a very, very important interaction here, that is commensalism. In commensalism, so the topic I'm discussing today in detail is commensalism. In commensalism, one species is benefited and the other species is neither benefited nor harmed. The one which is benefited is called commensal, and the one which is neither benefited nor harmed is called host. So it's a commensal host relationship. So I hope you understand what commensalism is. In this interaction, one species is going to get benefited and other is neither benefited nor harmed. Now to understand this interaction, we'll see a number of examples in the nature which will show us this type of interaction. So first I'm going to show you barnacles growing on the whale. Whale की बैक पे बहुत सारे क्रस्टेशियंस जिनको हम barnacles कहते हैं वो ग्रो करते हैं. So this is where you see barnacles on the whale. So when you see बहुत सारे barnacles growing on the back of the whale, this is an interaction of commensalism where barnacles are benefited, whale is neither benefited nor harmed. Barnacles are commensals here and the whale is the host. So now let's understand how barnacle is getting benefit from the whale. So when the whale moves, even the barnacles, they get a free ride in the nutrient-rich ocean, which otherwise was not possible for them. So whale, on the other hand, has no apparent benefit from the barnacles because barnacles are not taking anything or giving anything to the whale. So barnacles are the commensals and the whale is the host. Second example that I give you of commensalism is very important example, orchids growing on a mango tree. Here orchids are epiphytes. Epiphytes का मतलब है ये मैंगो ट्रीज पे सिर्फ और सिर्फ शेल्टर के लिए है. ना ये मैंगो ट्री से पानी लेते हैं, ना ये मैंगो ट्री से खाना लेते हैं. मीन्स दे आर नॉट एनी हाउ डिपेंडेंट ऑन द मैंगो. तो मैंगो को पता भी नहीं चलता, इट्स सच अ ह्यूज ट्री, उस पे 100-200 ऑर्किड्स ग्रो भी कर जाएंगे तो उसको पता भी नहीं चलेगा. So orchids on the other hand, they get shelter from the mango tree. So orchid here is a commensal. It is positive, means it is getting a benefit, and mango on the other hand is the host. 0. It is neither benefited nor harmed. Okay. Other example, this type of site where you see these birds grazing with the cattle, This you will see if you live in a rural farmed area or you go to the countryside where you happen to see this, where these cattle are always, accompanied by these birds which are called as cattle egret. So what happens is, जब cattle vegetation पे चलती है, it stills up the vegetation and flushes out all the insects. तो ये insects जो cattle egret को ऐसे ढूंढने में मुश्किल होता, cattle के चलने की वजह से they easily get their food. So in this case, the cattle egret is the commensal. So it is positively benefited. On the other hand, cattle is neither benefited nor harmed. Okay. And the last example that I give you of commensalism is where the clownfish lives in the tentacles of sea anemone. These tentacles are poisonous. They are stinging. So what happens is, this clownfish, it gets protected from its predator. Sea anemone has no apparent benefit from the clownfish. So the clownfish here becomes the commensal, which is positively benefited, and the tentacles here have no apparent benefit. It is 0. So it's again commensalism. So these are the 4 important examples of commensalism given in NCERT, and you expect a question from them in NEET. So when you do this, you are studying for 4 marks, okay? 1 question at least from here in the NEET. So with this, I conclude my topic. Thank you so much for watching this video. I would like to conclude my video by saying that please subscribe to our channel. WhiteRay is present in both the modes, online as well as offline. Please join our institute to know more about such topics. Thank you.